What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, the Young Noodler, here with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the best melee weapon in Warzone. But is it the Cali sticks or is it the Sai? And you guys might be saying, Noodler, we literally just did this. Your last video was on this exact same thing. And yeah, that's true. But you guys raised a lot of good questions in the comment section down below. And I had some questions arising myself that I wanted to cover here with some videos, and so you guys could see and you guys could judge for yourselves. So we're gonna get a little more in depth here to really answer that question about which is the best melee weapon. So starting off, this was a good question. You forgot the lock on angle. Cali 6, you can also be facing the other way and it'll still lock on, turn and hit them. What about size? So thank you, Team Spin Top, for this. So as we move on to it, we're gonna see that I first started testing out the side to see the angle, and so this is my very first test. And moving in, it hits kind of to the side right there, not bad. And on the left side, you're gonna see that the left side is horrible. I keep getting closer and closer and it still won't hit. It's not hitting, and I'm right next to him right there. I have to be right on him to hit. So moving on to the Cali 6, so the side was very bad there. Moving on to the Cali 6, I'm gonna get some hit markers right away, facing way to the right here. I am pretty far off of him, and I'm still getting Cali 6. It's gonna jerk to him. That's an auto lock. That's not me aiming towards him. That's auto locking on, and I'm gonna kill him pretty far away. Now from the left side, I'm seeing the same thing with the Cali sticks. Same thing with the Cali sticks. I'm aiming over here. The guy is dying over here, and so the Cali 6 has a pretty good lock on. So now I went back to the side to test it out, and I experienced about the same thing as I was experiencing with the Cali sticks. And so I think it came down to range for this. The very first test I did, I was pretty far away with the Sai, and because here, I'll let this play first. You guys will see that it'll lock on. I'm very far to the left. I'm still getting hit markers, and then from the right, I'm still getting a hit marker over there on the right. And so what it comes down to is the range. The Sai has a little bit more range, so that's good. But from a further distance, you will not lock on. I kept testing that, and this is what it is. The further away you are, the less it'll lock on. But if you're right up next to the guy, it's gonna get a hit marker at a lot bigger angle. So that might be why the Cali sticks feel like it locks on more, is because they're in a shorter range. So if it's hitting, it's gonna lock onto them. Moving on, here we go. Got a couple questions. Does the one hit backstabs work with the Sai? This is from Jeffrey and 1502. Thank you guys for your guys' questions. And you guys are getting this, and people are all over seeing this. And this is from Warzone itself. This says it on Warzone. This isn't Cold War right here. And as we zoom in right there, it says 2 hits to kill from the front with 1 hit backstabs. And as it turns out, this is directly from Cold War. The developers can be lazy, we know that, but as you move in, this is a 2 hit from the back every single time. It's always 2 hit. Here it is again. I wanted to be thorough, so I switched to the Cali sticks. Cali sticks should be 3 hits. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. And so hitting from the back, hitting from the front, hitting from the side, doesn't matter what angle, all melee weapons are going to do the exact same amount of damage. Finally, one of you guys' questions, heard the Cali 6 do more damage on the second hit. Is that true? And I saw a lot of other questions about this. So Dent185, thank you for this question. It got a lot of likes, as you guys can see. A lot of questionable, or a lot of people having the same question. So I went in and I tested it out. I tested it hitting one slow and then hitting them fast back to back. And you guys will see there's 2 hits. It just breaks armor. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. It does 180, 90 plus 90. And so it's just going to break armor. Same thing every single time, from the back, from the side, from the whatever, at the feet, at the head. Doesn't matter. It's going to do 180 damage. And so, yeah, the second hit does the same amount of damage. Finally, this is my own test. I wanted to test the hit speed on an actual person. Last time we did 5 hits in a row, bang, 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 bang. And so we tested that side by side, but I thought maybe it's different when you're actually hitting somebody. You know, that's swinging all the way through and it's slow, but if you're actually bang, 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 maybe it's different. And so I wanted to jump in and test that. And I'm gonna slow this down. I'm gonna go to my Premiere Pro so you guys can see this, because this is a frame by frame difference. Okay, here we go, jumping in. This is the side. We're gonna start the hit markers or the timer on the first hit marker, right when the hit marker comes on, so you guys will see how exact this is. Frame. Also, something weird with the Sai is the hit markers come after you stab them, so that might be another reason why it feels slow. But there you go. The blade has been in this dude's face for like 6 frames now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, on the 8th frame, it's actually getting a hit marker. And so that might be why it also feels slow. Anyways, we're going from hit marker to hit marker. So first hit marker is there. And then the final kill is going to be at 28 frames. Okay, this is measuring frames. 28 out of 60 frames. So just under half of that. So it's like 0.48. So that is. And now let's go to the Cali stick. Same thing from first hit marker to last hit marker. And we know that Cali sticks is going to be 3 hit markers. Sai takes 2 hits to kill. Cali sticks is 3 hits to kill. So an interesting thing about the Cali sticks, in opposite of the Sai. Man, I took a long time to get into this. Here we go. You guys will notice that the hit marker. Oh, maybe not on that one. Okay, I passed through, and there's the first hit marker. Right there, there's the timing. But on a couple of these hit markers, especially the last one, you guys will see. Okay, so we're going to play that. And the last hit marker is going to come through at 29 frames. The Sai was 28 frames. The last hit marker here is 29 frames. And as you guys will see here, this is before the final hit. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why Sai is after the first hit, or after the hit, and Cali 6 is before. But look, this is well before. Now I'm actually hitting it in 1, 2, 3, 4 frames is when I'm actually getting the kill. So I think that makes a big difference as well. But what it boils down to, the point that I'm making here is Cali 6 is 29 frames. Sai is 28 frames. So while we did all this testing to figure out what the time to kill is, I guess different melee weapons have different times when the hit markers actually hit. So while this theoretical TTK is great and everything, and the Sai kills way quicker, let's bring it out to 3 decimal places. The Sai is what? 0.27 quicker. That's not the actual time to kill. So when we get into the actual time to kill at 250 health or anything above 180, they're almost identical. Okay, these are 0.015 off. It's 1 frame off. You guys are not going to notice the difference there. And so there's a big difference between this theoretical time to kill and the actual time to kill. And so so this is what it boils down to. It's all preference. Look at this, the difference between this time to kill. It's all preference between these. And that's what, getting back to this video, that's exactly what it's going to be. So the Sai is going to be 2 hits. That's how quick it is in real time. And the Cali Sticks is going to be this fast in real time. That feels quicker to me, even though we saw that it's not as quick. It just feels better to me. You guys saw that I made that comment on the last video. The Cali 6 feels better to me. Don't know why. Maybe it's because it's doing 3 hits in the same amount of time that the Sai is doing 2 hits. The Cali 6 don't look as cool. The Sai looks cooler. The Sai actually does have better range. It all comes down to preference. Sai is probably a little bit better objectively, but I feel like the Cali 6 is better. I like rocking the Cali 6 better. You guys will have to decide for your guys' self, but there's a lot of your questions answered. If you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments down below. As you guys can see here, I go through, I read them all, and I test them all because I want you guys to know the truth, just like I want to know the truth. I want the best melee weapon out there. So there it is. The Sai is probably objectively a little bit better because of this range, and because the actual time to kill is slightly faster. Cali 6 feels better to me. You guys make this decision for your guys' self. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night, everybody. Peace.